It wasn't until the arrival of Moshe, known as Moses in the book of Exodus. Although I do want to make it clear, right? For those who don't know, the first 5 books of scripture were written by Moses. And that's why the name of Yahweh, the name of the Almighty, appears from Genesis, even though Yahweh clearly, and according to the book of Exodus, only revealed his personal name when Moses arrived, when Moses came to understand its importance and asked for the name. In Exodus, which in fact in Hebrew is called Shemet, which means names. In other words, it highlights the importance of names. In Exodus, which as I mentioned is actually called names, that's where the name of Yahweh is revealed. And surprisingly, not only is the name of Yahweh revealed, but also the name of the Son, Yahushua. So even though people commonly think that names don't matter, in scripture we actually see that they matter a great deal. So much so that there's an entire book called Names, in which the names of very important leaders appear, and their meanings have prophetic significance. And on top of that, it's the book where the name of the Son and the name of the Father appear. Of course, the name of the Son was also given in a prophetic way, as I mentioned, without revealing what it truly was. The name was simply given, and only later, when the Messiah was revealed on earth manifesting in the flesh, did people come to understand why Yahweh had given that name in the past. So in Shemet 3:13 it says, Moses said to Elohim. Elohim is the Hebrew title that basically means mighty ones. It's what people have mistakenly translated or commonly referred to as God. As I've said before, Dios comes directly from the word Zeus. Zeus changed to Deus and Deus to Dios. In fact, there are languages where Deus is how you say God. And as I just mentioned, Deus comes from Zeus. So when people use what they think is a title, God, they're actually using the name that, according to scripture, is the name of Satan, because in Revelation chapter 2, when the church of Pergamum is addressed, when the letter to the church of Pergamum is written, it tells the church of Pergamum that they are dwelling where Satan's throne is. And when you look into it, when Revelation was written and those letters were sent to those churches, in Pergamum there was the altar of Zeus. So Zeus is Satan according to scripture. Zeus, who is called the father of the gods in Greek culture, is the one whom scripture calls Satan. Zeus is also the one people call Lucifer. So calling him God is not a proper title to refer to the eternal, almighty creator who made everything that exists. In fact, according to scripture, it is actually the name of Satan. That is why the enemy, through different men, scribes, and translators, made sure that the names of Satan, different titles and names of Satan, were placed in scripture, replacing the true names.